Police have been digging for clues and evidence behind the home of the suspected Gilgo Beach killer, and they say their search of the property has been fruitful. You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Eglund. Here's an aerial view of what's been going on. You can see the investigators looking into a hole in the backyard. The Suffolk County Police Commissioner says some items were seized from the property, but did not say what they were. The commissioner explained what's going on at the scene.
It's still an active crime scene. I will say that we will go into every single crevice to make sure that there's not something that we missed and things that are beneficial to this investigation.
The commissioner also refuted claims that Hewerman had a soundproof room in his basement. After 11 days of investigations and a media frenzy, he sent a message to neighbors.
We want to thank the residents of Massapequa Park for their patience and their understanding. They've been very supportive, and God willing, we'll get out of the way sooner than later.
Commissioner Harrison says they will likely wrap up their search at the home in the next day or two. Now, Newsday's team of journalists is working to bring you the very latest on the Gilgo investigation. To read more, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A Port Jeff man just pled guilty to murder. Alejandro Vargas Diaz pleaded guilty to fatally shooting 27-year-old Albert Luis Rodriguez Lopez. The shooting happened at a pool hall in 2018. The victim was a father of 3. Vargas Diaz is expected to get 23 years to life in prison when he's sentenced. A heartbroken mother has returned to Long Island to honor her son's service and sacrifice. Kathy Hyder's son was the first Long Islander killed in the Iraq War that happened 20 years ago. Newsday TV's Sherry Einhorn has her story.
It's hard to believe that 20 years has passed because it has gone so quickly, and to me it still seems like yesterday.
Kathy Hyder's son Raheen was 22, an Army private first class and infantryman who was killed north of Baghdad, Iraq on July 24, 2003.
For me, losing my son and his life being cut so short, I wanted to give him life. I wanted him to be remembered.
Raheen was the first of at least 36 Long Island military personnel killed in the Iraq War. There is a street named after him in Brentwood and also a Bayshore barber shop bearing his name that's owned by his older brother.
From a small child, he knew what he wanted to do.
Raheen's mother told me she decided early on to spend her time celebrating her son's life instead of dwelling on his death.
I wanted his life to stand for something. I wanted to create a legacy behind the service and sacrifice that he made to this country. They probably knew each other.
Yeah.
Bill O'Connor also knows about sacrifice. His son Timothy, an Army captain, died in 2016. He saw Raheen's story in Newsday and came to meet Kathy at the cemetery while visiting his son.
They were in the same unit, same company, yeah. They all went through the same thing, so yeah, I feel a connection.
The heartfelt gesture meant a lot to Raheen's mother.
Each family, they understand what the other family goes through.
And as a family,
we will forever love him. And it's just one of those days, it's a humbling, reflective moment.
In Farmingdale, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
First in Newsday, the field of Democrats running for the 4th Congressional District just keeps growing. Democrat Kevin Thomas has now filed papers declaring his candidacy. If he gets the party nomination, that would pit him against GOP Representative Anthony D'Esposito in the 2024 election. Thomas is now the 6th Democrat to file paperwork to challenge D'Esposito. Well, the Twitter bird is on its way out, and this is the new look, X. Elon Musk saying he's going to change the brand of Twitter to X, which will replace that iconic blue bird logo. Twitter CEO Linda Yaccarino, who is a Deer Park High School graduate, tweeted out, "X is here. Let's do this." Well, the New York Jets will kick off the 2023 season with a nod to the past. They're going old school with its new legacy white uniforms. The jersey is a modern take on uniforms worn during the New York Sack Exchange era. You can catch the team in these jerseys on September 11th against the Buffalo Bills. All right, let's take a quick look at your Long Island forecast. Tonight, nice night, partly cloudy in the lower 70s. Tomorrow, a decent day ahead. Light breeze, highs in the lower 80s, upper 70s for you.
Long Island weather is brought to you by the Canine Center.
Our water worries. What's being done to get so-called forever chemicals out of your drinking water? Sherry Einhorn has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
You can't see them, smell them, or taste them. But according to a recent study, at least 45% of the nation's tap water contains PFAS. Technically, it's a class of chemicals called polyfluorinated alkyl substances, which is a mouthful. Experts refer to them as forever chemicals because they don't break down naturally and can build up in the environment and in our bodies, causing serious health issues.
Drink a lot of water. I don't do the sugary drinks, so, that's my concern. What am I putting in my body?
PFAS was discovered in the soil here at MacArthur Airport and in the groundwater south and southwest of the airport property at levels that were higher than the drinking water standard. That prompted the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation to add the airport to the list of Superfund sites.
This chemical is serious. This chemical is pervasive in our drinking water supply here on Long Island, throughout the island, not just MacArthur Airport. And we need to be vigilant.
There are thousands of PFAS chemicals. New York State currently regulates 2, with 23 more being considered. They were used in everything from stain-resistant clothing to nonstick cookware and food wrap.
So at this site right now, we're mainly filtering out PFAS.
The Suffolk County Water Authority has been testing for PFAS since 2013. Chief Engineer Tim Kilcommons gave us a tour of the treatment process at a well site on Lincoln Avenue in Holbrook. Step 1, this is a deep well turbine pump that runs down 400 feet. So this is essentially just pulling the water out of the ground?
Yes, putting it in pipes to take it to the next step, which is the treatment. They're called adsorbers, not absorbers, so they don't soak up like a sponge, but adsorb, so they cling to the carbon.
Step 2, these massive carbon filtration systems.
1 teaspoon of carbon has the same amount of surface area as an entire football field.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so in each of these vessels is 20,000 pounds of carbon.
The Water Authority says it can treat PFAS to levels that are undetectable. Right now, the drinking water standard in New York is 10 parts per trillion, but the federal government could soon lower that to 4 parts per trillion. During the entire process, according to the Water Authority, the water is treated at 4 separate points before finally reaching customers here in their homes. Still, some Long Islanders like Sylvia Marone say she's going to stick with the bottled water for the foreseeable future.
I don't want a chance putting anything into my system that's going to cause me health issues down the line.
I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
If you'd like to read more about forever chemicals in our water, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. From one of the best beaches in the country to blocks of boutiques and some great eats, we're taking you to Southampton in today's Destination Downtown.
Southampton is bustling this time of year. The roads and sidewalk packed with people. But not far from the traffic is tranquility. Cooper's Beach is a public space that many enjoy during the summer season. In fact, it's often ranked one of the best public beaches in the nation.
And what makes Cooper's a little bit different than our other South Shore beaches is that they offer these chairs and umbrella for rental every day. It's super convenient.
They also offer a cafe, but this isn't your average beach food. Cooper's Beach Shack has everything from lobster rolls to their brand new Shippy's Smash Burger.
Plus, they recently started offering breakfast here. You can start your day on the beach with this amazing egg sandwich.
We really like to get engaged with the local community, and we try to give back as much as we can. So we buy everything as close to home as we can.
And all summer long, they'll be playing live music on Sunday night.
Those nights are super fun. We are going to keep the shack open and be serving food and drinks, and we're really looking forward to it.
For those looking to shop till they drop, Main Street is the place to be.
Here you'll find blocks full of boutiques, local mom and pop shops, and big name brands with the hottest summer trends.
Plus lots of local restaurants, cafes, and bakeries. A little something for everyone. Also in the heart of downtown is the Southampton Arts Center.
And this is the perfect place if the weather isn't cooperating. You can come inside and see incredible works of art around every corner.
So it's really a wonderful opportunity to be both indoors and outdoors, celebrating ancient art and contemporary art together.
The Art Center was founded 10 years ago, and they're always offering something new, entertaining, and educational.
You have rotating exhibits. You know, if people have seen one thing here, when can they come back and experience something totally different?
Absolutely. We have 4 exhibitions a year, and they span the whole year. There's literally something every single day of the week that you can participate in and enjoy.
A lot of indoor and outdoor fun there. And for more on Destination Downtown Southampton, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say Install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for joining us. We'll leave you with a look at your 7-day forecast.